Let's talk a little bit about installing Anaconda. Now, Anaconda is known as a distribution for Python and R. And what it does is it does a couple of things for us. Number one, it has a lot of different packages that we don't have to install one at a time if we go to Anaconda route. And number two, it's a very useful tool for data science, data analytics, to test code, to take a look at your code, to run your code, those kinds of things. So it's a very useful testing and development site. So when you go to anaconda.com, click on individual edition, because that's the open source one. It's free. The other ones are, quite expensive over here. Yes, so it can be expensive. So, but the product individual edition, if you got a Windows machine, you download it. And then for the Mac guys, you scroll all the way down here, and then there's this Mac version as well as a Chromebook Linux version, right? So now I've already done mine. I've already downloaded mine, and you just do the install in the regular process. Accept the defaults, right? And then accept the defaults and go and install it. Now I've already done mine, and then I'm gonna close my thing over here just so that, and then you go to Anaconda, my start button here, Anaconda. Yeah. And then it's gonna actually, it's gonna look something like this, and it's gonna have all these different tools on it. Yeah. Let's go see what's doing. Okay. So these are, like different tools that come with it. If it says launch, if it kind of have, this is actually just really a link that you can go and install these other products as well. And there's a whole bunch of other things now. There's a whole bunch of other applications that you can go ahead and install with this guy over here. Yeah. So, like there's a community over here. You can go and join communities. There's some videos on how to get, how to learn these things. And then again, at home, you see these things. Now, we'll be using quite a bit of Jupyter Notebook. I'm going to recommend that you use that. It's really good to test your code. And then, but before we go into Jupyter, what you have to do is you have to click on environments, and you have to install R, And the reason for that is because, Anaconda is really the default language for Anaconda is Python. But, you can use R, but you got to install it. So the way that you have to do is you have to create, and you have to give it a name. I just give it R, and then click on the R box. Yeah, and because I've already had it, I got to give it a new name. I already got one over here. I already did it because it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you go ahead and create it. Yeah. Now, the way that you know that it worked is that when you launch your Jupyter Notebook, yeah, when you launch your Jupyter Notebook, it's going to bring up a a tab, a web page tab. And then you want to work with R code, so you click on new. Where's my my R? Let me look at my environments. R. Okay, I guess I installed it, but I guess I gotta kind of finish it over there. Now it's finished, right? Okay, so come back. Come back to my Jupyter Notebook. The way that you got it, that you got it working is that click on new, and there's an R. So you click on the R because we'll be working with the R language, right? And the way that this thing runs is that, you can do your code. So say, for example, I wanted to just do some math. I just said 1 + 1. Then I run it, and there's my answer. Oh, sorry, 1 + 2, sorry. But so you can run your code one line at a time, right? So, say for example, I just had a variable over here, and I wanted to assign my variable over here, and my variable is Dale over here, whatever, and then I run it, and then I type in name, and then I run it, and it's Dale, right? So, this is Jupyter Notebook really good for, testing your code one line at a time. And you can run several lines. You can run 10, 20 lines, up to you. And you can run in one single box here. You can just enter key like this, and you could do it that way. But it's a very useful tool, and I think you'll have fun using it.